Hello my friends and welcome to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel Part 6 of the Let's Play. So, there's a few things I did outside of recording, so I'll show you. So first of all, first I'll claim these rewards. Okay. So first of all, what I'm doing outside of recording is I'm completing these missions. Like the Duel Live, I can get 5 gems once per day by doing that. Duel Live, you'll find, you should see it now in topics. Okay. And then the daily missions, you get 3 per day, and then you have a total of 9 you can save. Not sure exactly what that 7 days left means, but yeah. So today I have Duel in solo mode, which is nice because I'm planning to do that anyway. Duel in ranked duel, and destroy the card in ranked duel. So I'll do these outside of recording. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing a few of these solo mode and ranked duel ones. So because of that, yeah, I'll claim these two. Oh yeah, and then these legacy pack tickets, I just realized, like, you can only spend them on legacy packs, down the packs. New mission, that's nice. Okay. Oh, and I might as well check my gift box then. Oh, maxed out items. Oh, so, okay, so, this is available until, so what is the total amount of gems you can have? Hold on, how do I see my gems? 'Cause that's good to know. I think this is how you, oh, so apparently, I think the most amount of gems you can have is like 9,999. Maybe it's 8,875 what it's showing. Does it say anywhere? I don't think it does. Okay, well, anyway, so in this shop here, there's these legacy packs that you, and then you can only use pack tickets here. And so because of that, what I can do is for the, since I can't use them on secret packs, I'll just use them here, and then I can, have pack openings at the end of, the videos once again. Well, yeah, about the end. And sorry I wasn't able to open up packs last week. I didn't realize until just now, until just a little bit ago, about how pack tickets work. Again, I'm not really trying to like look a bunch of stuff up, so I might not miss some things. So, but let's just get right into this solo mode. Oh yeah, actually one more thing before we do. The duel pass, since I had to do a few ranked duels because of for the daily missions to claim some gems, I got my grade up a bit, but I only did that to like for the missions. I didn't do it because I was like actively trying to up my grade. It just happened as a result. So I'll just claim those later. Okay, but for now, let's get into the solo mode. So I also reach Rookie 4. So yeah, and then I'll also show you like what it looks like when you complete a mission. So I'll just go. Sorry, that was ranked duel. Here's solo mode. So I'll just complete 3 duels, or yeah, 3 duels to show you what it looks like when you complete a daily mission. So, oh yeah, and I also created a new deck off recording. I decided to go with. I looked at my cards and I decided that like this may not be bad. This is a Cybers, kind of like using a bunch of Cybers monsters. I really like Suppression Collider because you can use Text Changer to his effect to special summon it, and because it can be from the hand, deck, or graveyard, like doesn't really matter where Suppression Collider is. You can just special summon him using Text Changer, except for the ban zone, which kind of sucks, but that's okay. But yeah, so like basically, if my opponent's trying to attack me, I'm gonna be like, no. Text Changer effect, and then I get myself a 2800 beat stick. And then Mommin and Captain's pretty awesome because I have quite a few monsters in it, so he'll probably be able to get a monster special summon. And it, like, if nothing else, it's a nice draw card, and I could use the draw. And Destiny have Disc Command also for draw. Snipe Hunter is a nice destruction-based effect that I can activate more than once. Kind of sucks that it gets rid of cards in my hand, but that's okay. And then Duel Assembworm, I can just banish 2 Cybursts from my hand or face up from my field to special summon it, and or. So it's a nice starter play. And then Gusaria ad Ignister, I can just special summon this if one of my links get destroyed by battle. So like they destroyed my link by battle, well, and guess what? Now you have to deal with a 3000 attack and defense beat stick as long as it's my hand. Link Bound is pretty nice for filtering my hand and putting a link from my graveyard back in my X deck. Silent Universe is nice for the attack boost. And then a few like just like good staple cards like Lightning Storm, Monster Reborn, Regeki, a few like other cards that can like. Memory of Anniversary is so nice because it's basically a dimensional prison at the cost of a few life points. I also get the monster to my side of the field later on. It's so amazing. And then Cyber's Banking is nice for searching. I don't have a lot of searching in my deck, so that's a good one. Jelly Cannon's so good, offensive or defensive. It can. And then Solemn Judgment, another staple. And then I have a few graveyard recursions. And then Statue of Anguish Pattern. It's another card that can act as like link material. Oh yeah, and then my X deck is basically like all the. I don't really have a lot, so like I just pretty much what I did have for this like generic stuff that I can use. I can't really use the Syncos, but maybe I can like Monster Reborn my opponent's tuner. I'll definitely be getting rid of them once I get more generic X deck stuff. Monster effects. Yeah, we gotta learn about that. It's like the text that shows like underneath it. Like no monsters just have like descriptions. So I think what I'm gonna do here. Ooh. And the awesome thing about Text Changer is he can also like negate an attack against him and against himself. So that's pretty awesome. And it's not just Cybers. If any of my monsters gets targeted by an attack, you can just negate it. So here's what's pretty awesome about this one. So I'll just negate it. And then now, and I'll just chain this. So now I can special summon it. just basic attack. And boom, I just get and there's my 2800 attack beat stick. It's so awesome. That is such a good combo. Just like that, have 3 monsters on my field. Crazy. And the special summoning. Oh, you have to special summon. So if you don't have any targets, unfortunately, you can't do them in the gate. But that's okay. So I'll just go ahead and do Launcher Commander here. Giving all my monsters an attack boost. Let's see. I'll probably do Decode Talker, actually. That's a good one. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I got rid of the unexpected die because is it day or die? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Like, sure, it's a good card, but I mean, if I don't exactly get in my opening hand, I'm probably not really going to be able to use it. And I only have a few known monsters in my deck anyway. I have like 2 targets for it. I got those 2 Bitrons are the only targets that I have for that. So I decided, I think this deck is like already like special summon heavy enough. I don't think I need to really run it. I think I'm going to do that. Let's destroy the copycat. But fortunately, now I can just put out a tech changer and I can get it back again. So awesome. See, I'm not even really like, I'm not planning to tribute someone for a suppression cloud. It's literally there to be a nice target for tech changer. So now I got battle protection, and if I need to, like if he wants to target one of the monsters, I can also use tech change as fodder for a Decode Talker. And what's pretty awesome, it's only once per turn. It's only a soft once per turn, so like if he like attacks once, I can like activate one of my tech changer, and if he like does it again, I can activate the other tech changer to special summon another. I only have like a few targets. I literally only have 3 targets, but like I felt it was still worth it because like they're like pretty much never dead. It's pretty much never dead unless like all 3 of my targets on the field. So I'll just go ahead and summon another tech changer, might as well. It also gives my Decode Talker another piece of fodder and a little bit more attack boost. Okay, tech changer. Okay, and then I'm attacking with that tech changer, and now I'll go ahead and end. Yeah, I think this is a much better deck than what I was playing before. Okay, Memory of an Adversary. It's a nice draw. Yeah, I kind of don't want to use the tech changer for a Link Summon because like his effect is just so good. Maybe I should have though, because like then I could like, no, I didn't want to have I mean, I could have... Actually, maybe that would have been better. Oh well. Next turn, I guess I can. Yeah. Let's do it next. Yeah, I only have 3 ways of being able to special summon this commander from my graveyard. The 2 called the Haunters and then the Monsters Born. I still think it's okay. Because like I can only get the draw off of this commander once per duel anyway. I think it's very good nonetheless, because drawing 2 is just such a good effect. And that drawing 2 with no downside. So I'll go ahead and go into battle. And then I'll attack with my Suppression Glider. Oh, well that sucks. Oh, but luckily, Deco Talker effect. Tech Changer. Ah. And that's me. I think this is a lot faster too, this deck. I mean, I could be wrong, but it seems a lot more powerful. So I'll go ahead and do... So Reinforcement in the Army, I'm not going to play that because that's only for warriors. That would... My only target would be the Mon Mining Captain, but I don't think that's worth it for like just one, like 3 specific targets. Unless it's like pretty much like game breaking, but like that's not really game breaking. Like it's only adding the Mon Mining Captain. I don't really need to necessarily have Mon Mining Captain. Yeah. You can read this if you want, but I'm not going to. I just want to get through the duel. It's pretty much like saying like a lot of stuff that like I'm sure a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players already know. But yeah, if you're not a Yu-Gi-Oh player and you're still watching this, like good for you. I hope you decide to maybe play it, because like Yu-Gi-Oh is just such a fun game, and there's so many ways you don't have to like spend money on the game either. You could, there's this service called Dueling Book where you just have access to all the cards, and like it's still not shut down. It used to be Dueling Network, but it changed to Dueling Book. Dueling Network got shut down, but Dueling Book still seems to be very healthy. It's www.duelingbook.com. You just need to create an account. You don't have to download anything. It's also www.duelingnexus.com, which is basically the same thing, only it's more automatic. So if you prefer to like not have to like call judges a bunch for like confusing rollings, you can just play that and then maybe switch to Dueling Book once you have a better grasp on the rolls. Because I think Dueling Book is still very good because it gives you more of like how it would be in a tournament experience. So I'll go ahead and activate the duel. Actually, I'll do the Mon Mining Captain first, see what I can get, because this does not require an empty field. Let's see if I can get a monster from this guy. What card should I? Probably the backlinker. Yay! Oh man, and Tech Changer is like one of the best I could have done. I don't think I will. I'm just gonna end. Just try to attack me. The only thing about this is if he puts down another monster, yeah, like that. But that's okay. I'll just negate that. Ooh, Jurgato. Of course. Jurgato is so good. Not only do I special summon him, but like the 1,000 life point boosts are just nice. Oh yeah, I got my 2000 beat stick. And that's unfortunately not gonna... No. I'm sorry, Tech Change. You did me good though. Gave me that 2000 beat up. Okay. Oh, I guess not. Oh, maybe that's... It can make a second attack in a row. Why didn't it? Oh, I guess because the Chergator effect. That makes sense. Okay, I'm just gonna do... I guess I could do... Yeah, I'll do Launcher Commander. Let's do Launcher Commander. Yeah, I think I'm gonna activate Launcher Commander's effect. Tribute itself to destroy the Blue Thunder T-45. And then I think I'll just go ahead and Monster Reborn. Probably Monster Reborn. Ooh, his Blue Thunder, that seems very good. Yeah, I think that this is just turn 3 here. All of this, and yeah, and this is just turn 3. Yeah, this has to be much more powerful than the other one. Yeah, let's do the Blue Thunder since he has an effect on destroying a monster. About. Of course, basic attack. Oh, look at this cool thing. Turn 3, I'm winning. But, oh wait, you're saying? You don't have enough attack, it's only 1200. Well, my good sir, look at this. I'm gonna go ahead and activate its effect. And then increase the Mom Mini by 1,000. And I won. That was turn 3 victory. Crazy. And that was just turn 3. Here, let's play one more duel. Destruction Jammer. I'll think about putting that in later. For now, it's fine. Oh, I wonder what that means. Can nullify any effect that destroys the monster. Nah, I don't think I need to play Destruction Jammer. I'm good. Oh yeah, and another thing I found out when you like re-duel, I was like re-dueling the first AI, the one that gives you Monster Reborn as a reward. You don't get the card again, of course. I was just doing that for like the daily missions. So I'll do Silent Universe. Well, this really sucks. I don't think... Oh, man. Okay. I guess I'll just do Digicron. Suppose I could do... No, I'm not going to do Link Spider. Okay, this wasn't as good of an opening hand. I don't think a Semworm is very good when I don't have a lot of draw. But I don't know, it might be okay. I guess No, I'm not gonna do it. And I think I have to. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, I don't know how good Duel Sanguine is here. Maybe I can like replace it with a third copy of Launcher Commander. He doesn't have any. Oh, he does have a monster. I'm not. Oh, I guess I'll just put that back in his deck. If he happens to draw, he won't be able to summon it. So it's basically a dead drop. So it seems good. I think I have to. Feels bad, but what does that do? Oh, he really wants that guy. Go ahead. Man. Oh, I forgot, like... Oh, good, I got the text changer. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do... Summon the text changer. And then Silent Universe. Okay, and then I'll go ahead and end my turn. Just try to attack him. Oh, he has another one. I still lost. I wasn't. Man, I still lost. Crap. Okay, so this is officially my second loss. Not including the times like off camera that I lost against ranked Duel people. My second loss on AI. In solo mode. So I'll just play it again. So I'll be going a little bit over 30 minutes, but I really want to show you the... Probably not much, and I really want to show you what it looks like when you complete a daily mission. Yeah, I know I could have played differently. I should have brought out a link. I forgot. Excuse me, that was the first time I was playing that card that special summons itself when a Link monster just sort of battle though, so yeah. Well, now I know for next time. This is a much better start though. Oh yeah. So I'll go ahead and Destinator's back row. Might as well do both then. Oh wow, those were... Well, that one card was crazy, that Geki grid. I'll just go ahead and go into battle. Okay. So now it's my turn again. Ooh, sideways speaking. That's not a bad one either. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and sign that Universe amongst the graveyard. Then go into battle. Again, I actually like keeping text changes because its effect is pretty useful. That's why I'm not turning into a link, basically. Of course, I'll still do the... Oh no, he destroyed my... Anyway, I'll just get it back. Oh yeah. Okay, this isn't explosive as that one battle was. Yeah, I'll have him shuffle back in level 8 guy. Yeah, if nothing else, I think this is a pretty fun deck here. Oh yeah, and of course, like, if you think the audio, like, isn't the best, I can, like, see what I can do about that. Either, like, the music is too high or something else dealing with audio. That's fine. You can just let me know. I guess I'll just have him do the double. And then I'm going to battle. I'm not going to be gaming, so I'll hang on to the Jelly Cannon. See, but of course in a regular duel, he's probably not going to like just like swing in. But fortunately, since this is AI, like he can be more easily exploited. I might as well summon this shield gardener to get him for more damage. The dudes are double cross me again. And then we can go down. Okay. Nah, it's okay. Dang, it's so close. Oh, you know what? If I would have gone into a link, I would have been able to... Well, no, I don't think so, actually. What was it? Nah, I think I still would have won. Ooh, record 3. Okay, but now I can win. I can do the Jelly Cannon strat. Or I can simply just do Raigeki. I think I'll do the Jelly Cannon strat. Let's go. And then Jelly Cannon. And then... Oh, Raigeki breaks, but that's okay. Because I still have the Guard going now. Okay, that's game. There we go. Okay, that completes my mission, so I'll show you that. I was going to, planning to complete everything, but I didn't realize I had 4 left, so this is fine for now. I'll just finish it off in the next video. That chapter that I'm on. So the missions, okay. So I got this one, so here's what happens if you complete a daily mission. So just goes away, and now I'm left with 2 here. And then and then 3 more will pop up the next day. Okay. So now I'll go ahead and open up 10 legacy packs since the tactics I can't really use on anything else. So I'll go ahead and open up those. So I'm forced to do 10 at a time, that's okay. And then each pack is going to be, I heard it was 2 cards. Two commons, or normal, rarity. Huh. Probably not going to use those. Dice Versity. Yeah, that doesn't seem very good. Can I get any good ones here? I don't think either of those are going to use. One of them is specifically for ninjas. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to use that. And then the other one's like allows you to like treat as 2 tribute summons for the tribute summon of a light monster, I believe. Nah, they're not very good. Those aren't very good. But at least, I mean, no matter what card I get, it's not too bad because I can always like dismantle it, if nothing else, to be able to craft other cards later on. Curryborn. Okay, that doesn't actually seem too bad. You can always feel free to read it. Pause the video and read it there. Okay, New Doya isn't terrible either. Dealer's Choice. Though. And it's generic, but it has like a really bad effect. It just simply... Oh, actually that's not as bad as I thought. You get to... each player shuffles and then draws one and then discards one. It's not as bad as I thought, but it's still like not great. So you can get cards like Blue Eyes